Recording? Yes, it started recording. Hello and welcome to Learning with Loej. Today I'm going to be teaching Jake how to play worms a little bit better. I've done all the things so we can learn better. For this one, just choose. You're also going to see all my random other worms names that I never used. First go over and just try something on Bob Saget. Whatever you would like. Whatever looks funny, whatever looks comical, you can try it. You'll notice a couple things like the airstrikes are not on and the apocalypse isn't on. If you tell me which one you're clicking on, I can probably tell you what it does. Knockout knocks me out for one turn, so it will skip that worm's turn next time. So, oh, KO! You just knocked out Bob Saget. You know how many people are envious of you?
Too many.
Exactly.
Man, they put your one guy with like 5 of mine. That doesn't seem right.
That's a thuggery right there. Okay,
Or you could just like blow them all up at the same time.
Next, I'm going to show you the sheep. It's in the bottom left. What it does is that way you can, like from over here, I can strike Tobias. I would press space to throw it, and he'll run and jump along. And then when the timer runs out in the bottom, he'll still keep running. And then space blows him up. And that way I hit you way over there. So that's the sheep. The regular sheep. There's also a super sheep.
Okay.
And see, it's hard for you to learn over there with just the one person. But anyway, you can do something else to Bob Saget if you would like. You'll probably hurt yourself, but that's okay for just the experiment. What would you like to try out next? Fire punch. And that's the fire punch. It's also effective for knocking people off.
How much damage does it do?
30 damage. The others fall damage.
Okay.
This one is going to be the boggy bee. It's the image of the worm on there. What it does is it calls in grenadiers, what I think they're called, and you can see it does that like that. So that way, say if you
What thing was that?
the one that looks like a worm, it's called the boggy bee, and that way, say purple's way over here. Then I get it where I want it and hit the space button. I just got really lucky and hit it right on you. It does 45 damage for a direct hit. If it's an indirect hit. What do you think you're doing, Cookie? Cookie, Ma let Cookie in here, and she was over here just looking around.
It's kind of like a closed off section right here.
What you can do? What you can do is, if there's a big bunch of people, one of the things you'd want to do is TNT if there's a group of people, a landmine, or a holy hand grenade or a banana. Any one of those. Try the whatever. And just press space, then run. Now run.
Did not work.
Well, you're learning.
He's still alive, and my people are still dying from trying to kill him.
Well, that's exactly how the Worm's army works. And Evil Milk. Now Evil Milk will go over, and he will see Dudley. And seeing Dudley, he can... These aren't extremely useful, but you can use... This is the poison. And I'm going to poison Mr. Limes as well. But you see...
What button was that?
That's the poison mask. It looks like poison. And then they'll slowly wither away. And while we're playing around, there's a couple that I haven't really experimented with and I'll probably use. What you'd want to do in this situation is you'd want to go and stand on E equals MC squared head. Just go over, walk on his head. You would select the regular grenade. after you get on his head, you could probably just walk on his head. Face to the right and just drop the grenade. You can even do it with, once you select the grenade, on the numbers above your keyboard, you can choose 1 through 5, and that will set its fuse. So 5 seconds would give you a little bit longer to get away. You still have to press space with it, which you conveniently forgot to do.
I did press space.
Either way, you can just practice aiming the grenade now. And with that, you have learned how hard not to throw it.
No,
Which it still did something, but not exactly what you wanted it to. But it's still a fair bit of damage. The crates are extremely crucial. And then you'll get a guy like this. I'll show you the worm select next time. It's on the bottom row in the blue side. It's the 2 little arrows, not the one with a worm in the middle. You'll press space to activate it, and then tab to go from worm to worm. And in this case, I want to go to this worm so I can hit Tobias. I'll go and get my health pack. And then I'll say, "Hi, Tobias." You're not even looking at me, Tobias. And for this one, I'm going to show you the flamethrower. It's kind of like the poison mask except with flames, which you wouldn't really want to do this next to the water anyway, but this is just for demonstration. See? It just shoots flames. It's also good for a bunch of opponents with not a lot of health. Okay, what are you going to try this time?
Oh.
Let's see.
I want to try that, the rope thing.
The rope dart. Okay.
The ninja rope? Is that?
Yeah, but I always call it the rope dart. The people I watched play it called it the rope dart, so I called it the rope dart.
Come on.
And with this, you can practice getting up there to Bob Saget. And you'll also learn, the more you use it, where to aim to get where you want.
Oh, that's the one.
You'll also need to learn to press space really fast if you think you're going to take fall damage. Hey Dudley. What's another one I want to try? Another one, I'll show you the kamikaze. No, the Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, you stand here. Dragon Ball! 30 damage and a good little bit of knockback. That's another decent one to knock people off a cliff as well. I'm gonna try and start using more of them. But another thing, if your guy's poisoned and you can get to a health crate, it kills them. I mean, it cures them. Not kills them, cures them. Like one you might consider here, if the bottom was a little lower, would be something to try and knock him into the water. Nice jump.
Okay.
In this situation, you can try just dropping a holy hand grenade next to him, and he might go into the water. Either that, or do you want to do a more realistic situation?
More realistic is good.
Go right next to him and drop a landmine. What you want to happen is the landmine blow him into the other landmine, and that'll do the most damage.
Got it.
The little red and green thing that'll go flashy flashy boom boom.
So I press the space.
Yeah, and then you run away. And then now you're nice and far away. Boom! Perfect strike. Boom!
Oh, if it would have gone into the water, that would have been perfect.
I don't know if there's an opening there, but
Looks like it.
no, it's all land. If you watch the water roll away, there's a little bit of land there. Okay, for another situation like this, which one haven't I showed you yet? I'm gonna hit you with a wrench. I'm not exactly sure what it does. So it's learning for me as well. 10 damage. Not exactly sure what that did.
10 damage.
Okay, now you've got Bob Saget right where you want him. An easy way to finish him off is like a fire punch. I usually play with them unlimited, so you can use that. Or you can practice like shotgunning him or using an Uzi. But the thing about the guns, they have recoil, so you don't want to stand really close or you'll hurt yourself.
What does the Dragon Ball do?
The Dragon Ball, you can do that. It just uses a force of energy at them. It does, I think, 30 damage. And knocks me back a good bit. And just the fall damage did enough to kill me. And another thing you want to take notice of is the opening now. Before this there was no opening, so when the water began to rise, the people at the bottom would have to scurry. And see, look, there's no opening here, because I can walk freely across it. One of the best weapons in your arsenal is probably just a regular bazooka in the upper left. I think it does 45 damage with a straight shot. Yep. And you just blow them away. The bazooka is affected by wind. The wind is in the lower left-hand corner. I don't think any of the grenade weapons are. Like this time there's no wind. You look like you're striped. Or are those bandages? Those are bandages. This would be a perfect time to go all the way to the right and try the OP weapon, the Buffalo of Lies. Go a little bit farther to the right, or that will work. But see how it missed Evil Milk? But it got them. Boom! Boom! And it's also good for creating big pockets like
No. No. Oh.
Curly and Andy. But you see how it killed him and almost got Rick Astley?
Yeah.
That's why it's OP. But with that but that shows you basically what it does. You were the one who called in the Boggy Bee. What's another weapon I can show you? Well, I'm going to show you the girder now. I know you can rotate it, but I haven't figured out how yet. Control, maybe?
Up or down?
No, up or down moves it.
Left or right?
No, there's a button. I'm sure there's a button that rotates it.
What about shift?
I don't think so. Enter, maybe? No. I don't know, I'll have to look that up. But one thing you want a little bit of protection, girder. It can withstand a couple of shots. Another thing the girder's good for. Who blew up?
That looks like you. Rick Astley just died.
I know Rick Astley died, but I just heard a boom of what? Ergo. Another thing you want to try here, I would use the worm select and go to Tobias. You can save him from drowning. The worm select is on the bottom and is
Swap?
No, worm
No,
select.
swap.
Do that. Press space once to activate it. Then press tab and go between your worms. And there you're at Tobias, and you press space and you become Tobias. And now you can first get him out of the water, and then you can attack equals MC square. Watch out, there's a landmine on the left of him. Baseball bat 4. If I was going to bat him, I'd have tried to bat him into the mine. But the bats you generally want to save when you're trying to knock someone into a hole or off the map. Because there are a lot of other weapons that do 30 damage that you don't need to knock people off. Another one I want to practice with is the stick up. I notice how I use my finger to stick you up.
Okay.
And then I think I get to choose what weapon I want from your inventory, but I'm not 100. Let's see how that works. What did I already use my one up? I used my wrench, so I should have stole your wrench. If you look in your inventory next time, you shouldn't see a wrench. The wrench is far right side, second from the top.
Far right side.
Should be an empty square there.
Yep.
Okay. So that's what the stick up does. Let's say you're out of something good and you know someone else has something good. Use the stick up on them. Another thing you don't want to do is accidentally press space right now. Space. Space.
It's not going.
Okay, now you're just teleporting away. And he's gone. Another interesting thing I'm going to show you is the UFO. Actually, I wouldn't. Well, first I'm going to show you the water gun. The water gun is good at pushing people into the water as well. And you can move it up and down while you're using it.
That was the water gun?
Yeah. It's more effective than the water balloon that just kind of explodes. So it's more about the situation. And the thing about worm select, you still go to the other person's turn in their order. So in theory you can use the same worm twice in a row if it's their turn next. Because it counts as the other worm's turn. What beautiful weapon do you want to try this time? You can try the sheep. I would recommend the super sheep for later, the Uzi. Not a bad choice. Aim it first and then it shoots constantly, so you'll have to update the aim as the other guy goes flying when it starts shooting. You're missing, so you need to aim a little bit better. You mostly shot over there at the wall. But the good news is you killed that wall dead.
I need a better computer chair because my back's starting to hurt.
My back's starting to hurt a little bit. After this, we will consider your lesson done and go from there. But this is with the UFO, you select a random item on the map. And for this, I'm going to choose the wrench. And you can put it somewhere else. Like, will you fit in here? Yes, you will. And now I am protected from Andy's attacks. Because the wrench is protecting me. You can also use that with other explodable items. Red items explode. Green items put out poison, and red items explode, green poison, and blue put out water. Like by their color you can tell these two don't do anything. Nothing special, at least. What you could do now, you want to practice with the homing rocket? The red
sure,
rocket.
I'm kind of just looking around trying to figure everything out.
Well, what you'll probably want to do a lot of now is play with the jetpack, play with the rope dart, play with the rocket, and play with the grenade. So that way you get your aiming and your skills down with them.
I'm
Those-
gonna run out of time here. I'm kind of just looking at everything.
That won't go through walls.
No,
Shoot yourself!
I just don't know what I'm doing.
You're learning.
Yeah, they don't give you enough time to look at everything.
Well, right now we're doing. How long are we doing? I thought I set it for 90. But that's the thing. We normally play on 45 seconds. So you have 15 seconds left for that once you get used to it. So you'll have to move fast and efficiently. What is I've never used telekinesis. Let's see what it does.
And even if I have something in mind that I want to use, I can't find it in time. I ran into that a couple times where I just couldn't find what I was looking for in time.
Don't know what that did. I really need to look that up. Might I suggest one of your finest grenades next to at Craigieferg?
Oh, there's the item I'm looking for several times ago.
Is that a Molotov? No, that's a grenade. For a second, that was a Molotov cocktail, which wouldn't do a lot in this situation. You should have arced it. Should have arced her.
Okay.
Arcing is your friend.
You overestimate yourself, sir.
Where am I? Which one am I? I'm Zoidberg. Whoop, 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 whoop. Another thing you want to consider, like if you're building a defense, you have the thing guarding you from the top, and then the turret guarding you there. One thing I'll show you next turn is if you drop a turret, I will show you how it works and how to get murdered effectively by it. Well, I have no one near that guy, so
I'm on it.
try the boggy bee,
Doggy.
the worm-looking one. You press space to call it in, and then space whenever it's where you want it to launch the grenade. But the thing moves, so it's not an exact science. Got both my guard and hit him and hit the turret. That was a pretty good boggy bee strike.
Begone. Strength and honor.
Bye, Dudley. What do I want to do to you, Dudley? I want to do something, but I'm not sure what. Okay, I'll show you this. This is called the kamikaze.
It is sacrifice.
30 damage and I kill myself.
Bye-bye.
The kamikaze, you will kill yourself because you explode at the end. That's why it's called kamikaze.
Ready.
Um,
Sir.
you might want to worm select again. That way you'll have a better thing.
And what do I do to use it again? Tab?
Space once to activate it, and then tab to select the right worm. And then whenever you're on the worm you want, press space. Now, do you want this to be another experiment at arcing a grenade correctly?
Sure.
Okay, pick the grenade then.
Come on then.
Aim it upwards. up high, and then that way you can just don't do it quite as powerful, just enough to get it in the hole with Craigie Ferg. Oh, just an ounce too hard. Oh, that was almost MLG right there.
What does that mean?
MLG stands for Major League Gaming, which pretty much means you done did something epic.
Yeah.
And now, because I am a coward, will this even work? And now I have girded myself in. And you're gonna have to...
That guy's not going anywhere.
He is protected. Another thing you can do, it depends how you want to go about this. You can either A, try to flood him out and use something that does a lot of water. You can B, try to just blow everything to smithereens by using a banana. Or C, I don't know what C is. Boggy Bee maybe, but you won't realistically have a lot of the OP weapons like the Boggy Bee. Most of the games, Boggy Bee is a crate-only weapon, meaning you only pick it up if you have a crate. Boom! And you damaged yourself. Well, then again, if the worst thing you get from a grenade blast is a black eye, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
What treasure?
I think it's time you learn about the shotgun. Shotgun is one of the, I think the only weapon you have 2 shots with. Now since you died, I'm free to shoot someone else. Since I have no one else to shoot, I'm going to play with this landmine. And that's another trick you can use. It's harder to use, but you can actually set off landmines like that, assuming they're not instant. I have instant landmines turned on. And then you say if there was someone standing next to it, you could blow them up. I don't like you, turret. I don't like the way you're looking at me. Turrets also explode when they've taken enough damage. So that's another piece of useful information to know.
Yes, sir. I'm on it. Achoo.
Okay, what do you want to try and do now? You can... That's another mistake you're going to have to watch out for. Double jumping when you want to single jump, because you move a lot faster single jumping. Are you going to practice the great and mighty girder?
Yep.
He's practicing the girder! And that's the thing, you can't put it into terrain, but you can put it pretty close.
Hmm.
What does litter the battlefield?
Oh look, weapons!
Show me the danger. Well said, my lord.
Okay, this will give you a chance to play with the jetpack a little bit more. I'm gonna blow open the terrain, hopefully, if this works. Okay, there's an opening now. So, do you want to practice rope darting or jetpacking?
I guess jetpacking.
Okay, you're gonna try and use your jetpack to get up to me. Well, first, try the grenade again.
I'm on it.
Since you got that guy right there, try and grenade Craigieferg.
This guy's been waiting to die for like 4 turns.
Yeah, even if you have to bounce it off the ceiling, you can do that as well, but watch out, bouncing off the ceiling makes it a little bit more unpredictable.
What just happened?
I don't know, but either way, you've made the situation a lot more volatile.
I really don't understand how.
There must have been just like a little ledge of land there. I don't know. The other day, someone threw a banana and it glitched off the map.
That's disappointing.
Well, it wasn't for me, it was my guy it would have killed. Okay, I made your thing a little bit easier. So you know generally all the weapons now that you'll really need. What you'll need to do now is learn the jetpack and the ninja rope.
Coins and stuff, yeah.
Coins, if you get enough, you can buy something in the shop. When you press right shift to open up your inventory menu, there's a thing in the upper right that says shop. And how you didn't get hurt doing that, I don't know. Are you going for Craigie Ferg now?
Oh, I didn't realize I picked up the item. I guess I could.
You want to do that, or you want to try and jetpack up?
I can jetpack another turn.
Okay. This should be a lot easier because you're going from this side.
You fucking kidding me? Man, this
Craig-
guy just won't die.
Lady Luck smiles.
Craig Ferguson won't leave the Late Late Show.
What's us lit on the battlefield?
I think I did better in the actual games.
YOLO. Did you really blow up? You stupid buffalo. I was trying to just have him go through and wreak havoc.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Okay, now's your time to jetpack. Navigating this course will teach you to tap rather than hold, because you save fuel by only tapping it when you need to. How you don't hurt yourself, I don't know, but you should have jetpacked from there unless you're just going to start lobbing another grenade at Craigie Ferg. If you keep doing this, I'm just going to completely destroy all your worms with Craigie Ferg and just end the game with him.
He will die.
Craigie Ferg, we will take you down!
Alright, if I can find the jetpack, that'd be great. Why can't I?
You have 14 seconds, just go ahead and lob a grenade at Craigie Ferg.
No, it must be done.
You've 5 seconds, it's too late, it is too late! And you wasted it and then walked into the water. I don't, words.
That's because I can't find these things fast enough. There's
That's
too
why I
many
said
options
just-
and not enough time.
That's why you have to learn where they are very quickly.
That's
What am I gonna do this time? I'm gonna show you the teleshield. It pretty much makes you impervious from all attacks until your next turn. Wait, can you use it on a different worm? I did not know that. That's amazing. Now you're gonna have to knock him into the water. I will remember this. Now you actually have an advantage on someone else. They don't know you can use teleshield on another worm. This might kill you, but you might be able to get through with a Buffalo of Lies. Or it might not work at all.
might as well.
You got him! And now you see he made an opening. Did that get you HNEB? No. 1 HP. HNEB lives. Just to show you this is possible. Never say never. With the banana, you can do anything you want to. Unless you just want to move him out of there, you can worm select. I think you have one more left.
2.
2. That way you can get to a more favorable worm
My turn.
space. Now you can try the jetpack since you know where it is.
Maybe.
Remember, once you hit space the first time, don't hit space again until you want the jetpack to go bye-bye. And you only have 100 fuel. Yeah! You almost went into the...
I don't know. That's not working.
Yes, it is. You just have to hold up a little bit more. A little bit longer. To actually take off. Or just walk into the water. I don't understand how you keep doing that.
Well said, my lord.
Phooey on it. YOLO!
For you.
Where did the other worm go? Oh, down there.
Good day.
147 and 128.
Outrageous fortune.
Okay, Jake, you have me right where I want you. One guy has 1 health, one has 5 health.
I didn't say to do that. No.
Finish me off. Rope dart down and fire punch the guy.
Do something. Tissue.
Okay, I would let that rope dart go and do another one.
I'm out of here.
Up and down. Now let go.
Moving.
Now fire punch. You should learn where that have learned where that's at by now.
Quickly.
Good job. You'll eventually get faster and faster with knowing this is there, that is there, that is there, that is there.
Good
For your first night, this is good. Oh, and when I was saying Craigie Ferg was going to get all of you, I meant it.
That what?
You see Craigie Ferg here.
Yeah.
He is going to be your undoing.
Because I couldn't hit him with like 5 grenades.
Didn't want to go up here. Maybe not your undoing. Maybe I'll just fail and fall into the water. Dang it, I wanted that to be
No.
MLG.
You realize that body of water killed like 3 or 4 worms at least.
Exactly. Good job, you've won. Somehow.
That was just kind of doing it.
Yes. But anyway, that is Learning Worms with Language Load. It's probably the worst video in the Worm series, but anyway, it was educational and should make for better games in the future. I thank you if you watched this whole thing. And goodbye.